Today we're going to take a look at collecting music cards of featured artist Taylor Swift, and it's happening right now.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Hey everyone, welcome to Collecting Music Cards right here on the Cardboard Portfolio channel. Well, we are in October 2023 right now. I don't usually date my videos, but I think it's important context for this particular video. Lately I've been fielding a lot of questions about Taylor Swift music cards, mostly due to her incredible success of her Eras Tour and the staggering number of fans she has in her growing fan base. Her popularity spans worldwide. She is possibly the most recognized person on the planet right now. Her fans span many generations in regard to age. They will spend obscene amounts of money on her concert tickets, and many of them will collect anything they can acquire that's Taylor Swift related. The Swifties give all other fan bases a run for their money. Deadheads, Juggalos, Beliebers, Parrotheads, fans, stans, Katy Cats, Cheerios, Little Monsters, the Blue Army, Black Stars, Maggots, even the Claymates. This brings us to Taylor Swift music cards. The challenge in this is Taylor Swift music cards have always been few and far between. Very few licensed cards were ever produced featuring her. You're probably familiar with the 2011 American Pie card featuring Taylor Swift and Kanye West on the front. But besides that card, can you think of any others? I'll give you a few seconds. I can see the light bulb went off in some of your heads, but some of you still can't think of any. If we take Taylor Swift Polaroids out of the equation, Polaroids being Polaroid-style pictures with inscriptions on them that came packaged in her 1989 CD, the CD had a photos packet that included 13 Polaroid-style pictures. There were 5 different packets of 13 images, totaling 65 Polaroids in all. A chance in itself for people to trade back and forth. Taylor also put out an official Read the Eras Tour deck of playing cards featuring 52 cards and 2 jokers. 18 of the cards depicted color drawings of Taylor. There's also a 2019 deck of country artist playing cards called Hero Decks Country Music Legends that has a Taylor card in it as well. Another type of card available on Taylor Swift is from the Top Trumps game series out of the UK. These are card games from various years, and a handful of years included fairly solid Taylor Swift cards, such as the 2015 Pop Stars card, the 2019 Celebrities card, the 2021 Turbo Pop Stars card, and the 2022 Spotify Trends card. There were also a handful of various cut signature cards that were distributed by a few companies, namely Leaf in 2010, Sign of History in 2013, and Leaf again in 2020 and 21. Cut signatures are various Taylor Swift autographed items, such as CD covers, where the signature has been cut from the original item and placed as part of the new card. And then there's the holy grail of all Taylor Swift music cards. Now this is just my opinion, but I'm sure most of you will agree with me on this. In 2006, there was apparently a promo card for Taylor Swift. This is a very rare card, and recently a couple of autographed examples of that card were made available for sale. One of them had a personal inscription on it, and the other had a date written on it, which I feel makes that particular card the holy grail of all Taylor Swift music cards. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the cards that I've been able to put together. I don't have a huge Taylor Swift collection, but as you can see, I have a few here that you might not have ever seen before. I'm going to start just over here and just kind of take you through. These 3 cards are from a game called Celebrity Who Is It? They come out of there. There's a red one, a purple one, and a green one of Taylor Swift in there. I'll explain those in a second. These right here are some cards that I'll show you last. These are basically some custom cards, sketch cards, art cards that were produced by people. They aren't necessarily licensed, but they're pretty cool cards. I don't collect a lot of cards like that, but I thought that these were kind of nice, so I just decided to put them out to show you what's available out there. These 10 cards in the center here, these are called Yes cards. And these cards here are from Hong Kong, and they're actually really nice cards. I'll go through each one of these individually for you. And these over here on the right, the three there, those are Bravo cards from Bravo magazine in Germany. This one right here is more of a postcard size. It's roughly 4 inches by 6 inches, actually by 5.5 inches. And what that is that's a card. Typically these are very common in Germany, and this one has Taylor Swift on the front and Shawn Mendes on the back. This one right here is a very, very hard to get Taylor Swift card down here, same as this one right here, but I'll go through those last. So let's start over here. These cards right here are from, actually, they're from this game right here, Celebrity Who Is It? And this is a game that was put out in the UK by a company called Paladone. And that's the actual box right there. And what it has is I bought this a while back because actually several set boxes of these, because it has Taylor Swift in it, had Kanye in it, and a few other music artists in there. Ed Sheeran, there were not a lot of great Ed Sheeran stuff out there, so I bought those. It's really a kind of a plain card, not much to it at all. And then that's what it is right there as well. Here we go. It's a real small card. And they're not really a hard card to get. You can still get these. I think people currently, and this could change very quickly, people currently have these on eBay. They're anywhere from $7 to $12, somewhere around that each. There's a red one, there's a purple one, and there's a green one. So I'm not going to show you each of them because they're identical. They just have a different border on them there. Next, I'm going to go to this center part here. These are the Yes cards. These are from Hong Kong. And these cards, there's several. This one, and this one, and this one are shiny cards. And I'll show you what we've got here. This is basically, this just says Taylor Swift on it. Oh, let me do this right. My hands on Taylor Swift there. And then this is what's on the back of this one here. And as you can see, the writing on the back of this particular one, some of the backs have English writing and some have Chinese. This back on this one is going to be Chinese. And this one here, and this one is in English on the back. Get it nice and close. If you want to take a freeze frame of that to read it, you can do so. These cards right now, because of what's going on in the world with her Eras tour and her rise to meteoric fame, these cards are virtually impossible to get right now. You will find a few here and there on the internet, but you're going to see prices that are shocking. This one has like a blue foil autograph. It is not a real autograph. It's just machine made. This one has a Chinese back on it. They're really good cards. And I don't know if you can see it on there where it says yes. That's actually, let me see where that is. That's, I'm not covering that up. Right at the bottom there, you can see where it says yes. That's That's who put these out. This one here. Once again, this one has back is in Chinese. And typically what's on the back here is, I think that's going to be her name, her full name, her date of birth, you know, typically height, weight, that type of thing right there. Just, you know, basic biography is what they put on there. This one I really like. I think it's a cool looking card. It's got a very matte finish to it. It doesn't have a shiny finish at all. But I think this is really one of my favorites of the Hong Kong cards. And on the back of this one, as you can see, it's just another picture. There's not a bunch of stats. And I think that's pretty cool. So let me see, how am I doing this? There we go. That's the front, and that is the back. Hand doesn't make a shadow on the card so you can see it. And this back is in English. There we go. As I mentioned earlier, these would be licensed cards. Everything I usually collect is a licensed card. That means that a company, through one reason or another, one licensing agreement or another, was able to produce the card and distribute it. But there's a lot of cards out there that are products of basically artists, people that, you know, want to put together a card and distribute it, and some of those are pretty cool too. 99% of the time there is no licensing involved in it, so it's not something that is produced and sent out there on a mass scale. It's typically just something that's a one-off, and some of those are actually let me grab this. Some of those are kind of nice to have as well, but there are a lot of those out there. So when you go, and because music cards, really the only realistic way to buy them is on the internet, because there really are no card shows that feature music cards as of this time. You're going to find that the internet is really just loaded up with those cards, and it's up to you to know whether or not it's an actual licensed card or not. So I'll show you what I've got that's licensed. These are licensed. And anything that's put out by the Taylor Swift, or or on her website, or with her CDs, like her Polaroids, all that stuff is obviously licensed. This one has like a gold foil border on it. There you go. Let me give you a kind of a glare. There you go. So you can see what that is. That's a gold foil border. Chinese on the back. It also has a gold foil machine-made autograph on there. This card here is a very special card. This one is actually transparent, and so you can see back there. This is a transparent card. This is one of the cooler ones. Really glad I have this one. And that is it from the back side. As you can see, it's just the reverse. And I don't know quite what this card is made of, but here is this clear Taylor Swift card, and that's the front of it right there. I don't know if this is acetate or what it's made of, but it's like a clear card, and you can see my hand back here. It actually helps it show up a little bit better. And that is a fairly nice card right there. Alright. And so that's the 10 yes cards right there. This card right here, let me pick this up real quick. This card is the bigger one. This card is one of the Bravo cards. Bravo magazine is one of the largest teen magazines there ever was. They distribute magazines all over Europe, all over the world, and this is a Bravo card right here. It's perforated on the edges, so this is actually something that was in one of the Bravo magazines, and you basically tore it out. So I'll give you a close look at the edge so you can see. Hopefully this stays in focus, that it's a perforated edge. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then on the reverse side, there's usually someone else that has nothing to do with who that is. This particular one, is this is Neil Patrick Harris on the back of this one. And it's the same on all of them. Every one of this picture of her has Neil Patrick Harris on the back of it right there. So there's Taylor Swift on the front, and on the back of the card is Neil Patrick Harris. Dating these cards, I don't have dates for basically any of these cards. I'm guessing that this card that I just showed you, the Bravo card, is probably somewhere around 2000, maybe 2012 or 2011. It could be any of those years around there. But it's not as old as, let's say, her beginning back in 2006. I'm going to actually show you this card last because that's my favorite one of all of them there. This card here, highly sought after. This is a Bravo card. I like it better than that bigger postcard one because this is actually regular card size. It's a little bit bigger than regular standard cards. Typical baseball card or your typical music card are about 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. This is about 4 inches tall, about a half inch taller. And on the back of this one, there's Shawn Mendes. So anytime you see this shot on a German Bravo card, it's going to be Taylor Swift. This picture of Taylor Swift on the front, and then the back is always going to be Shawn Mendes right there. Which brings us to this card right here. And this one is another Bravo card with Taylor Swift on the front. And Eminem on the back. That, to me, is a very significant card. So let's see, we've got Taylor on the front. And here's Eminem on the back. That's a Bravo card from Germany, from Bravo magazine. And once again, all these Bravo cards are basically non-existent out there now. They've dried up. Same with the Hong Kong cards. These cards are somewhat available over here still. Like I said, the Celebrity Who Is It? You can still buy, you might be able to buy that game still if you look online. These cards over here, I'll show you these one at a time. I don't, this card, I'll give you for instance. I have these still, I don't want to get fingerprints on these because these are shiny cards. This is what's called a GOF, Girls of Film. Whoever produced this card actually puts out series, different series. They do it year for year of these cards. This is 2023, card number FS8. Taylor Swift is on it. It says, congratulations, you have received the 2023 Firestarters card from Girls on Film trading cards. And that's what the back of it looks like there. And we'll show you the front right here. A very cool looking card. And there were 2 of these cards produced, and there are no plans to produce any more. And I got that straight from the owner of the company. So there's Taylor on the front, and there's the back of the card right there. So that's a pretty cool card there. These next 3 were put out by Rostar Art, R-O-S-T-A-R, Rostar Art. You can see what the backs of these look like here. Each one is basically hand numbered. And this is 2 of 7, this is 3 of 7, this is 4 of 7. And these are out of, let's see here, Heavenly Bells, B-E-L-L-E-S, Heavenly Bells. And there's other artists in there, but these are 3 of the Taylor Swift cards that I was able to get. And here's the front of one of them here. I'll show you that. And once again, this is just a, this is an art card. You can call it an art card, a custom card. It's not really a sketch card. It wasn't hand drawn. It was electronically produced. But nonetheless, it was something that I thought was a pretty cool card. So I put a few of them in the collection. And that's what it looks like back there. And these cards are very plentiful. You could no matter what's going on with her licensed products, with the unavailability of those, these cards are always going to be out there. These types of cards are always going to be out there. There's always going to be artists putting out more. And then this one right here, this is obviously, it looks like straight from her Eras tour. There we go. There's Taylor. And there we go. So that's what those are from Rostar. Here's the Firestarters card, and this last one here, I kind of thought this was funny. If you're a sports card person, you're well familiar with downtown cards. This is a custom card of Taylor Swift on a downtown card. Someone thought it would be fun to do that, and I kind of thought that was funny. So that's why I picked that up right there. But there are literally hundreds of custom cards out there. And some of them are even artist signed cards. They're more And I don't mean Taylor Swift signed, I mean the person who made the card signed it. So, in other words, some of these cards are put out by people who are pretty good artists and do have some notoriety to them. And people would collect the cards simply because they would want that artist's, anything that that artist has produced. So that's also another option right there, as far as whether or not those cards are going to ever retain or gain any value to them. So when we're in the music card market, we're always collecting what we want, but we also keep a keen eye on trying to acquire stuff that's in great shape, as good a condition as we can afford, and something that will either retain its value or actually hopefully one day increase in value. So that'll help our collection, and maybe that'll help in future with trading in and out of various items. And that's where we are with licensed things. That's why I try to stick to licensed items. They tend to hold the most value. Well, that's it for our look at Taylor Swift music cards. I hope you enjoyed this featured artist music card showcase. I'll have many more featured artist music card showcases coming in the near future. I want to thank you for watching this video today. I hope you enjoy watching all of the Collecting Music Cards videos as they're posted. If you think you may want to learn more about music cards and tips for collecting them, and if you're looking forward to more videos in this series, take a second to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell as well if you want notifications that a new video has posted. If you'd like to take a peek at some of my personal music card collection online, you can find it on my website at www.cardboardportfolio.com. And if you're excited about being part or becoming part of the music card collecting community, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to see what you have to say, and I'm sure others would too. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.